Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Izzuma Tasya from Class 2B of Family Law. Here, I will present an article about adultery child status in Islamic law and the civil code to fulfill the English assignment that was taught Mr. Professor Dr. Tajul Arifin, MA. Well, this article was written by Harisutra Dismadi. In this article, there is a formulation of problems regarding the status of children. For example, the legal system of the civil code in the provisions of Article 251. Based on the focus of the research, the problem in this research is how the position of children outside marriage according to the civil code and according to Islamic law. The method used in this rating is a normative juridical rating method, namely in the form of library research, which is a method of rating used by studying literature books and legislation. Okay, first discussion. In civil law and Islamic law, the child is divided into two parts, namely legal children and illegitimate children. Clearly visible in the PowerPoint about the meaning and the difference. In the civil code, there are four classifications of children, namely natural child, recognized child, legalized child, and child sah, provided that their father and mother must first complete marriage. The legitimacy of a child born according to Islamic law is 1. A child born for 6 months from marriage day is not valid, except that if the father recognizes the born as his child. 2. A child who has been valid for 6 months from the wedding day, except the siblings, does not admit it. And 3. A child born after the interruption of marriage is valid if within 10 months he is born according to the Arab months and Sharia law. And the second discussion regarding relationship of adultery with his or her parents. 1. Relationship in the civil code. Adultery children and discordant children do not give them civil rights relation, but only give as much as possible until the child becomes an adult or can finance himself. 2. Relationship in the Islamic law. In terms of family relation, this kind of child is not as good as his fate with legitimate children, especially in terms of his inheritance relationship. So, it can be concluded that, according to civil law and Islamic law, the legitimate tenure of children can result in the breakup of marriage, making the child an illegitimate child and not having an inheritance relationship with his parents, but his mother according to Islamic law. Adultery is associated with obligations and responsibilities regarding survival. Then the parents or fathers are still charged with the obligation to provide a living. Thank you for attention. Apologize if there is an error. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.